Scoundrels, welcome back to the channel, Commanders. We're going to go with that. Hope you're all doing incredibly well. If you'd like to be a Scoundrel and you'd like to join the Scoundrel gang, feel free to hit the subscribe button. I have a Discord as well where I post a lot of useful resources. We have a general chit-chat. And also a little announcement. My Corp Valhalla is looking primarily right now for PvPers, especially those of you that are based in Asia or Australia. They're really keen to have people that are able to defend the home system on that shift. So you're interested in getting into PvP, you're interested in learning and engaging, and especially if you're able to play primarily during Asia and Australia, you know, Oceania primetime hours, feel free to hit the link in the description below. It's the Valhalla Discord link. I will let you guys go and get through the recruitment process over there. Now, thanks to G2A for sponsoring the channel, and today we are going to be talking a little bit about a very fun PvP small fleet doctrine that my friends and I have been running almost every night. And one of the beautiful things about EVE Echoes, for me especially, is that I have been having so much fun playing this game again, and it's primarily for two reasons. It's a great game to play with relatively little time. You know, if you just want to log on for a few hours and do something, you can always get something done and achieve something, which is always going to be nice and rewarding. But secondly, I'm playing games with friends from school again. I've got two friends from school that I primarily play with, plus my brother. And another guy from school has just joined us. When we were all teenagers, they used to play EVE Online, and I always used to play World of Warcraft. And I was never really into EVE Online when I was a teenager. I tried to play it, got into it a little bit, but I never really was hardcore enough to take it seriously. EVE Echoes came out, and a lot of these guys are now like my age. They're 28, 29 plus. They've got families, they've got wives. And, you know, they just don't have the time to sit down and grind a PC game out for hours and hours on end. But we have time to sit down, you know, on a nightly basis sometimes and just get on our mobiles or get on our iPads and play some EVE Echoes, you know, whether we're in bed with, you know, with our wives or whatever. That sounds horrible. But, you know, just like sitting in bed playing games and stuff. So it's allowed me to reconnect with my friends and my brother, and I always talk to them, but they would play things like Call of Duty, and I never created content in Call of Duty. And the sad thing about my kind of life is that I can't really play games for fun, or I don't get enough time to play games for fun anymore, you know, alongside my university course, my job, and creating content. So whenever I play games, it generally has to be for content. And it's really nice when I find a game that I can actually thoroughly enjoy, like EVE. And that's why I've kind of gone into EVE a little bit. And while I'll go back to TFT when a set 4 comes out, I'm not going to be doing any set 3.5 content because I just wasn't interested in TFT set 3.5. I got completely burnt out and I wasn't enjoying it. So EVE Echoes, I'm actually reconnected with some of my friends, and we're playing, and I just feel like I'm having so much fun doing that. Today's video, after my little emotional life story, today's video is going to be primarily about PvP. What I'm going to show you is a little PvP doctrine that me and my friends have been playing, which is basically Frigate Rush. Now, I'm going to show you again a slide at the end of this before I jump into it that talks a little bit about the PvP doctrine. What I'm going to show you now is that slide. So, as you see here, there are two main roles when it comes to like small fleet, friend level PvP, 3 or 4 people. Usually you have tackle and then you have DPS. You can actually forego a larger DPS ship and just everybody running tackle, and then, you know, at least equip some form of DPS to your ship. So in this particular video, all 3 of us in our PvP fleet were playing the tackle role, which meant that we all had a warp disruptor or a web of fire equipped, and we were basically all scouting and then like sort of converging on a point when we found a target, and we had enough DPS as a small speed tanking frigate fleet to take out, you know, individual cruisers. We couldn't get locked into a larger scale PvP warfare, but we were just hunting down individual players, which made this really fun. So what was the setup that we had here? I'm not going to go too deep into skills necessary, but you know, you can look at that for the speed tank. We all basically ran speed tanking frigates. So what I'm going to show you is the fittings that I had. We're running the Condor 2, okay? The Condor 2 benefits from Afterburner, but honestly, I didn't equip an Afterburner, and I'll talk a bit about it soon. But it also benefits from Frigate Command bonus, and also because of a roll bonus, you're going to have an minus 80% Warp Disruptor Capacity need and Stasis Web of Fire need. Now, everything on this fit can be cheap except for the warp disruptors. Warp disruptors right now are very expensive, but you as long as you've got one person running warp disruptors, you know, especially a -2 strength, you should be good enough to start at least tackling like cruisers that are locked into ratting. But every single one of us had some form of warp disruptor, and Dan Evil Eyes was running 2 warp disruptors to make sure he had -4 warp strength. We were really looking to go in on things like ventures as well. And Condors on the market, they don't cost a huge amount of money right now. Condors on the market, Condor 2s especially, are about 1.3 mil, which is relatively easy. I was running Gallows, which you might think is worth a lot, but you can run Mark 5 just as well. But Gallows were only 500,000 in the market. And I was running a dealer small afterburner, but you can run a dealer small micro warp drive. Now, micro warp drives are a little bit more expensive. You don't need to run them, but it was only 1 million. And then we were running a trapper small shield extender. The reason we run the shield extender is because we're not interested. This is only 700,000. We're not interested primarily in elongated warfare. You know, we're not interested in sort of having boosters. The extender is a button that you slam if you're taking too much damage, and it allows you to renegotiate and get out of a situation. So the extender is good. The micro warp drive is there. Why micro warp drive over afterburner despite the Condor's bonuses? Because if you're running a micro warp drive, you're going to close distances like twice the speed that an afterburner would let you do. Afterburner, you can hit about 1.6k a second if you've got it active. Micro warp drive, you're looking at 3k plus, and you need this. If you warp into a ratting location and you do not have a warp drive equipped, you're not going to be able to close 40 or 50 kilometers quickly, and that might mean that your target escapes. So you need a micro warp drive to activate as soon as you jump in and find a target to get close enough to them to apply your warp disruptor. And warp disruptors, at minimum, I'm running the most basic warp disruptor possible. It has an optimal range of 22 kilometers. So once you get into that range, you pop your warp disruptor and let it go. I would recommend either a Mark III or an interruptive. Do not bother with a Mark V. You only get an optimal range increase. You do not get a strength increase, and we're only interested realistically in the strength. If you can afford an interruptive, they're much more expensive. They're about 25 million compared to the 13 million that I paid for mine. They give you a -2, and then also I like to run a stasis web of fire because it stops them from getting out. It prevents them from getting a huge afterburner bonus if they're trying to escape your control. So I run a stasis web of fire, but you can run 2 warp disruptors as well, and that is my setup. I was not running any rigs whatsoever. I didn't think it was worth it, especially because we're in a little fleet. But you can run shield rigs, which are very, very cheap and can give you a bit more survivability. Wouldn't recommend running DPS riggings because you're not going to get a huge increase. And if you really wanted to, you could run velocity rigs to increase your speed, which is also really nice. But again, I didn't think they were necessary for the kind of fitting that I was running. So this is the setup that I had, and it's very similar to the setup the rest of the players in my fleet had. And this was allowing us to run round as a group and attack individual players in nullsec. Doesn't sound very great for the players that we are attacking, but it's part of Eve Echoes. You know, it's part of Eve. PvP exists. It's a fun way to enjoy the game, and I had so much fun playing. The way that you do this is you enter in a system. You identify a target system. Now, because you're all scouts, you can enter that system at the same time, and then you scout different locations. Primarily anomaly sites that you think are going to be populated, things like Inquisitor or Scout anomalies. You can go through them and and catch people in them. Medium level 6+ anomalies. But obviously check any anomaly that you can. And belts if you're looking to hunt ventures. Ventures are not worth a huge amount of money. You're probably not going to be able to take their loot, but sometimes it's just fun to kill ventures. You know, not a great thing if you're a miner, obviously, but people like to do it. But obviously also scouting anomalies is good because you can usually find cruisers that are not well equipped to deal with speed tanking frigates. And when you get into a PvP scenario, you pop your micro warp drive, you close the distance. As soon as you hit range for warp disruptor, you use it, and then you circle them. Either you circle them outside of a 13-kilometer range if they've got stasis web of fires. You need to be a little careful about that. Or you circle them at a very tight orbit at 4 or 5 kilometers, and you just keep them locked down with a stasis web of fire and a warp disruptor. Then the rest of your team warps to you in fleet, and then you complete that as everybody gangs up on a single target and you kill them. So we're going to show you some examples of that in action right now. I hope you enjoy.
Adventure in 3. Try and tackle.
Go for it.
There's no way you lock down Adventure 3 by yourself.
I'm in belt 3. He's pointed. If you can walk to me.
Yeah, I'll walk to you now. Walk in.
I don't know if I'm DC, but I'm not doing any damage to him at all. It's very bizarre.
I'm warping to you. Is
he
moving?
He's warped.
Okay.
Where did he go? Where did he go?
I didn't see. I think the sun, maybe.
Let's try the sun because there's just so many people in here.
Okay.
Going to the sun at 0.
I'm gonna to the sun at 0.
He's at the sun. You can
Okay.
get here.
Yeah, I'm
He's
dropping
surely
in.
gonna
I'm here.
He's gonna warp straight away, right?
He's walked.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Oh, he's still here.
Okay.
Pointing. Point.
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 Surely 6 points is enough. Surely.
Yeah,
He's just dead, right?
Point the pod, but don't kill it.
Okay, we killed it. I actually got the. Did I just get the kill? I got the kill for that.
Point on the pod.
Point on the pod.
Oh god, we're horrible people. We're horrible people.
Wait. Come on, local load.
No. Are you waiting for him to say good fight before we?
Yeah.
It's good fight. God.
I tackled him in the belt. He went, and then he went to the sun and went AFK apparently, which is a bizarre thing to do.
Cool.
He's got a load of Bistot, which is actually worth a decent amount of money on the market.
I took the Mark 5 miner. Let's just kill him.
I hope you'll die from COVID for this, coward.
Nothing here.
On a slasher.
Yeah, go for it. I walked you.
Wait, did you? I think I warped to the same one as you, to be honest. So if you warped to the bottom in the list, I warped to the same one as you. No, okay, I didn't.
You guys coming?
Yeah.
Right now.
Oh, he's quick.
I'm coming. I'm dropping out of warp in 2 seconds. I'm in. Siggy's.
Tackle that
Got a
bastard.
web on him as well.
Tackle him.
Got a web on him.
Okay. I just watched all the
He's tanking me,
fucking
which is not-
rats. Approach him, you fucking fuck.
I'm trying to get close range on him.
I'm coming. He
we're
is pointed.
We're in. I'm pointing. I've got him pointed. I can't web him from this range. We've got him pointed.
He's gone.
Just kill him because I'm in nearly in armor.
Okay.
Yeah, we got him. We got him.
Okay.
Good job.
I'm gonna go to
Right, let's try it.
which I'm gonna go to
Oh,
Astro.
there's a scout anomaly. Go to the scout anomaly. There'll be people there. I'm going to the scout anomaly.
Go. There's an omen on gate. It's warping to somewhere. I am coming
Where'd you
to the
go
scout anomaly.
Come to the scout anomaly.
There's gonna be someone there for sure.
Let's go. Just take the gate.
Yeah. Scout anomaly. Unless they've cleared the final wave, we'll see what happens. Okay, they're either on the final wave or.
Yeah.
Right,
Here
let's
we
get
go,
it.
boys.
Here we go.
Into the deep.
Oh, it's a condor.
Nice.
Let's tackle him.
Wait for
Get
him.
him.
Has he warped
Oh.
already?
No, he's here.
Tackled.
Nice. He's done the mission for us. He's dead. He's vaporized.
Oh no.
Oh, he got his pod out.
He got his. I mean, it's fine, but like we literally have just come in and stolen the scout anomaly.
Oh.
It's only level 1. It's gonna have nothing good, but
I might have some nice stuff. I've got some drone blueprints before.
I got some
Nothing
data. I
in
got
that
some
one.
data cores.
Where's his wreck?
Where has his wreck gone? Actually.
Oh, he has got data cores in his thing. I've looted all his stuff.
Oh, that's so bad. He spent so long just going through the scout anomaly, and then you're just like, oh, hello.
Perfect time.
Steal all of his data cores. Just get out.
Right, let's go to the next system. A Caracal Trainer here. Come on.
Yeah, all right. I'm coming. Warping to Dan. There's nothing
Got
on the
him.
base, so nice. Is he running rapid? Is he running medium rapids? That's the question.
I don't know.
You'll need all of us to take him out before he can kill one of us, I think. maintain a 20-meter kilometer with micro warp drive on. You should be able to gain distance on the missiles. PvP all lock micro warp orbit, and I'll be able to pin in 2 seconds. I don't think he's going to need it, but
Rats, I think, anyway, to be honest.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm doing a lot of damage to him.
Breaking it, look at it.
I don't know if I should orbit a little bit closer to get a web on him to make it even easier.
I don't think it's needed, really.
No, probably not, but I'm going to do it anyway.
You just run the risk if people come in to help him that you can easily be tackled.
No,
He's going to die in hull
He's
already.
gonna
He's not
die.
even ready.
Yeah, there's nothing he can do here. He's done. Goodbye, sweet Caracal trainer. You tried your best.
What route have you got for a sweet character trainer? Myth and blood.
I've got him, stab it.
Stab
Nice.
it? Oh
Walking
shit,
to-
lock him. We're going to come to you.
What's that, sorry?
Oh wait, I'm here. I'm already. I literally came to the same one as you.
I'm warping to you. Let's get him.
This might be challenging. There's no rats here.
That's fine. Just,
Dropping out of warp in a sec.
I'm gonna
There's no
keep-
rats there and he's still there.
I'm going to keep a tight circle on him, because if he's running cannons, then he's just not going to be able to lock me at tight range.
Okay. I'm coming in. Come on.
And he's locked. Let's go.
Break, to be honest, we can give it a go.
He's locking me. He's locking me.
He's a great.
He might have like double webs sunk in, so I'd be careful going in that close.
He's not webbing me right now, so.
He's red boxed on me, but he's not doing any damage, so I don't know if he's missing.
He's just nozzing you.
He's yellow.
No, nothing on. Is he going to be shield or armor tank?
Shields.
We're getting through the shields. Good find,
He's
Tom.
yellow
Good find.
boxed on me as well.
He's-
It's going
he's
to be if he's cap stable or not.
He's
Right,
yellow.
it's gonna be
He's
tough.
yellow boxed than me, but he hasn't actually hit red box yet. I'm guessing because I'm traveling so fast around him right now.
He might just be pissing his pants. Don't know.
It's like he's got a -7 warp stab on him right now. Yeah, he's dead. There's no way. Yeah, he's got cannons. He can't actually hit me at this range.
Okay.
And he's not got webs either. You can just see his cannons are like wildly firing left, right. And
Has he got nozzes on you then? He must
No.
be nozzing you.
No, he's not hitting me at all. He can't track
What has
me.
he got on his mid slots?
He cannot track me in the slightest. And he's dead.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. Oh, I got double venture on me. Double venture. There's no way I'm going to be able to stop them
Warp
both.
into you.
I'm not going to be able to tackle them. One of them is already out.
Oh, man.
Wait, he's not
That
even
one should
noticed.
be tackled.
He's not even noticed. I think he's just AFK.
He pointed.
I'm coming in.
He's AFK. He's dead. He dead.
Poor man.
Poor man, just AFK mining, gets blown up. The other guy was out instantaneously. He was having none of it. Hasn't even realised. It's just sat there in his. I think we're the only 3 left in the system now, so I think we cleaned this system out again.